Hello and welcome to TV9 Digital. I'm Abhijit Singh Bhamra. Every great contest needs an anticlimax, and the World Test Championship final between India and New Zealand in Southampton has reached its final day. It's day 6, the reserve day of the test match, and the match hangs in the balance with both the teams having a chance to make history in Southampton. And to talk more on the reserve day as to what can happen, can India finish with a draw, or will it be New Zealand who holds the aces going into the last day? I have with me former Indian cricketer Sadanand Viswanath joining me from Bengaluru. Good morning, sir. What an enthralling day of test match cricket we witnessed yesterday.
Yes, it was terrific. I mean, first of all, we had to get New Zealand all out. And that too, we were defending a very, very modest score of 270. Virat Kohli's captaincy was very inspiring. So I guess it was a wonderful comeback by India, because we've got to be very wary of this New Zealand attack. We've got to watch out once again for Jamieson, that tall giant of a fast bowler. We've got to look out for Trent Bolt. We've got to look out for Wagner. And we've got to be really watchful to Tim Southee. So all in all, a fight on the cards. India has to bat really responsibly, bat really deep once again. We have to have Jadeja and Ashwin also put their hands up, because the Indian tail from the last maybe 10 or 12 test matches, 8, 9, 10, 11, have an average of only 12.5 runs. So that's not inspiring at all. So we'll have to wait and see and hope that India salvage a draw. I, for one, predict a draw.
Yes, and also let's also talk about the New Zealand batting a little. They were 162 for 6, and the last 4 wickets added close to 70 odd runs. Now that's quite a lot of number of runs given the context of the game. India could have easily got a lead of maybe 10, 15, 20 runs, but in the end New Zealand ended with a lead of 32 runs, which also gave them the psychological advantage, isn't it?
Yeah, very true, Abhijit. But you'll have to take into consideration that the sun came shining out. The sun started shining through the clouds. The batting conditions became a slightly more easier for the New Zealanders. And that's why they were able to take this lead. Although the Indians really bowled remarkably well.
It's not just about runs over there, but it's also about playing time as well. Mohammad Shami in the press conference also stated that we will take it an hour by hour. So what do you reckon will be Team India's strategy going into the reserve day?
Abhijit, both these teams, like two heavyweight boxing champions, they have been exchanging punches. And New Zealand now will look to deliver that knockout punch. And I think India will take evasive action. We'll have to be quick on our feet. Our batsmen will have to build their innings. We'll have to stay at the wicket. And if we bat out till lunch, then I think we can comfortably make it a draw.
What kind of score will India be looking at, or rather they will be comfortable giving themselves a chance of winning the World Test Championship final?
Well, they will stick to the basics. They will, like Cheteshwar Pujara will play his natural game. He'll play a sheet anchor role. He'll grind the Kiwi bowlers. And Virat Kohli will work the ball away all around the wicket. He'll look to make runs, because not only is it important that we stay at the wicket, it's very important that we make runs also. And we've got to get away from New Zealand. And even if they get us all out, say sometime before tea this morning, we should ensure that we have enough runs on board. So not only is it important to stay at the wicket, it's also important to get runs at the same time. And I think that will be the strategy.
What kind of score, sir, will Team India be looking at going into the reserve day, if at all they like to enforce a victory?
Today we just have to play normal cricket. We'll have to have all our 3 frontline batsmen who are remaining. That's Virat, Ajinkya Rahane and Rishabh Pant and Cheteshwar Pujara, of course. All these boys will have to bat very, very responsibly this morning.
So Sadanand sir, going into the day 6 or the reserve day, what is your prediction for the day, if you can tell us?
Well, 98 overs left. Still a long way to go. And New Zealand are right on top. They will be looking for early wickets this morning. They've got that 4-man quartet. They've got some wonderful fast bowlers who have been able to prove themselves right throughout this World Test Championship. We will have to play very defensive, at the same time attack and make sure that we have enough runs on the board and do not allow New Zealand any chance at all. We have to bat very cautiously this morning and ensure that we play out and salvage a respectful draw.
Thanks a lot, Sadanand Viswanath, for all your inputs, and we look forward to you again tomorrow. So there's every possibility of a New Zealand victory, but for India, will they look out for a victory, or will they even think of enforcing a victory on day 6, or rather they'll be comfortable with sharing the ICC World Test Championship trophy with the Kiwis? Well, there's a lot to look forward to on the reserve day, and with just 32 runs in hand and 3 sessions and a total of 98 overs remaining, well, everything is possible in Test match cricket. That's all what we have for you in this special edition of the World Test Championship Final. For all the news and updates from India and around the world, keep watching TV9 Digital.